Manchester City versus Arsenal, top of the table clash, title on the line at the Etihad. Manchester City 4,
Arsenal 1.
Hit the like button, sub up ASAP. Let's get it.
Listen, I called this. I wanted this to happen.
I'm not
from
having
day
this. Nah,
one.
you did not call it.
Arsenal
you did
fans
not call it.
Cry right now. Arsenal fans, it is wraps. The league is wraps.
It's over.
It is what it is.
It's over.
But it's so shocking that performance that you guys just put out at the Etihad. Unreal performance.
I mean, I don't really... Okay, look, Arsenal got absolutely played out the park. It's men versus boys. But I don't think it was down to Arsenal being bad.
No.
That was one of our best performances of the season, along with Bayern. They couldn't... It was at the Etihad in a title on the line game. We never fail. Pep never fails in these situations. It wasn't about Arsenal's poor performance. It was about how good we were, how good City were, because like I can't even explain how that performance was damn near perfection.
No, it was really good. I will admit, as a City hater myself, that was a very dominant performance. Kevin De Bruyne, I criticized a lot.
Criticize him. What were you saying? You were saying he was having a bad season?
Yes.
16 assists.
That doesn't mean he's not having a bad season. He just turned up today. He had a
No,
game.
he didn't just turn up today. He's having one of the most insane seasons of his career. 16 assists. He's getting near the assist record again. He has what now? Like 7 goals. 3 goals against Arsenal this season.
He loves an Arsenal game at the end of the day.
He does.
But we cannot, sit here and talk about KDB in the midfield without talking about the main person, Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey, a lot of these Arsenal fans were calling him best CDM in the world.
Comparing him to Rodri, there's levels to this. Dude. There's simply levels to this. Like
Thomas Partey, absolute disaster class. Maybe
got played out the park though.
Granted, I feel like Arteta did tell him to man mark KDB.
He did for sure.
So maybe didn't really play, Partey's strengths a lot because, he left a lot of space open.
Yeah.
I think Arteta could have told Xhaka to, sit back a little bit more. The midfield was wide open from the start.
It was a midfield
insane.
masterclass. Gundo, Rodri, absolute perfection in the double pivot. They were flawless. KDB just played out of his mind, played those boys out the park. His link up with Haaland. People have been talking about Haaland. Is he making City worse? Blah, blah, blah. All this BS. Come on, bro. Like, not only is he on damn near 50 goals in this season, his link-up play today showed how good he is on the ball. Like, that assist on the first goal, that touch from the air with Holding, grabbing him on the back, plays a perfect pass to KDB. Whoa, that's not an Ayo moment. No, that's not. Holding was grabbing him, was he not? I mean, perfect touch, perfect assist. People need to respect Haaland's link-up play. It's been insane as of recent, at least.
Today's game, it was really good, I will admit. But again, let's dive deeper into this Pep tactics, okay?
Yeah.
I think that there was more of a showcase in Pep's tactics today's game than any other game I've seen, for sure.
I think... obviously he's been playing Stones in midfield a lot this season, which has been different. But because Ake got injured in that Bayern Munich game, he had to adapt. I think Stones would have played midfield if Ake was playing, but because there was no left-footed center back available, I don't know. Laporte was on the bench, but he didn't want to play him. I don't know why.
Laporte's gone anyway, don't worry.
Yeah, he's gone in the summer probably. But Ake wasn't playing, so Stones couldn't play in the midfield. He had to play the traditional back four. Who was going to play left back? Manuel Akanji putting in a shift at left back. Putting out a 9 out of 10 performance. 15 million. We signed him from Dortmund in the summer. And he's played center back, right back, and left back this season very well.
It's the testament to the system. Let's be honest here.
I mean, it's a Pep being able to adapt in situations. He had 1 week to prepare with Ake's injury. 1 week. And he thought it, and he was like, fuck it, I'm going to play Akanji left back. And it worked flawlessly. Saka, absolutely nothing from that guy in the 100%. Game. So
Martinelli, nothing as well. I think coming into this game, I did think Arteta was going to go high pressing for sure. I didn't think they were going to sit back.
And they tried it.
That's exactly what they did. But I think Pep Guardiola was smart. He baited them out a lot. Every single attack that was provided some sort of either goal or a shot on target or anything, Pep Guardiola told, either Stones or Diaz, wait until, the high press comes and then launch the ball, whether it be Kevin De Bruyne. You saw it with Ederson. Ederson held the ball a lot. He played into Kevin De Bruyne's head multiple times. Yeah. That was their game plan. It was get off, attract the attack, clear the ball, let KDB do his magic. You saw the results. It was 4 goals instantly. So
I mean, yeah, like I think that's the difference between this City team and City teams in the past. In the past, we've been very reluctant to play long balls because it's either been Aguero up top, can't really win headers against tall center backs, Jesus, or maybe even no striker at all, couldn't really play that long ball. Now we play through the back, but if the press is getting too wild, just don't take chances, launch it up to Haaland, holding Gabriel. These guys can't handle his physical presence, and it results in goals. Like it's a different dimension to the City team.
Let's move a little bit more towards Arsenal side, okay? They did have Rob Holding starting, right? That was the 6th game without Saliba in a row, and look what happened, okay?
Okay, are we gonna blame Holding though? It might be
We're not blaming
that might
Holding.
be a lazy analysis.
We're not blaming Holding. That's not what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
How impactful is Saliba really? I think we're seeing how impactful he really is. Granted, we did, the media did pick up on how good Saliba was in the very beginning of the season, but we haven't really heard from him. Like, not a lot of people talk about him at all, really. Up until he got injured, and then look what happened. It was pure capitulation.
I mean, yeah, everyone could see how good Saliba was since he started the season with Arsenal. He was really good. Defensive record was good. Good partnership with Gabriel. Look, it's not like Arsenal don't have a terrible bench. They don't have a terrible bench, but they don't exactly have a bench that's fully in the same mindset as the starting 11. Saliba and Gabriel had a partnership. They're both pretty good, at least building out the back, and they're both very physical. Holding just isn't that guy. He's not as physical as Saliba, and he's not as good on the ball.
It
created cracks in the system.
Yeah, it was weaker, definitely weaker. Part of me kind of wanted Arteta to put Ben White in center back.
Then who's going to play right back? Tomiyasu's injured. They sold Cedric in the summer, so...
If you put someone at right back, maybe slide Zinchenko at right back, left back Tierney. I think center back is a more pivotal option in this type of game than a right back spot. That's just me being completely honest.
You can't put Zinchenko up against Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish would have ate him alive. He would have ate him alive.
Come on.
There's a reason why you play Ben White, because Ben White's more defensive. He can, I guess, somewhat handle Jack Grealish, even though he didn't really today.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Martinelli missing, Saka missing, Gabi Jesus did his thing here and there. We talk about the players all the time, but we haven't really talked about Arteta. Is he to blame for any of this?
No, I don't think he is. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's teacher versus student. Arteta is not going to be able to do too much against Pep. Come on now. Like, that's 2 convincing wins this season, or 3 convincing wins, actually, in all competitions against Arsenal. So, I mean, look, Arteta just couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle the tactics, the tweaking from Pep. At the end of the day, Arteta played his full-strength 11. Obviously, Saliba's injured, but outside of that, it's a full-strength 11. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, there's not much else Arteta can do, really.
Yeah, 100%. I 100% agree with you. You think, was that a VAR disaster class? Was that goal onside?
Look, man, VAR is there for a reason. They drew the lines. I mean, the line said onside. Like, what else are we gonna say? Like, are we gonna sit here and say that?
But it was a pivotal moment here.
Yeah, of course. Right before the half, and it was an insanely good cross and header from Johnny Boy, who I've been saying, by the way, best center back in the world. If you've been watching the channel, stones for me, best center back in the world, proving it yet again today and last week against Leicester. Pivotal goals in a title race. But look, VAR at the end of the day did its job.
I don't know if it was for the good or bad. I think personally, I don't think that was an onside goal. But you saw the second half. It was a thrashing.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It was a completely deserved win at the end of the day. I mean, Haaland breaks the record in the 95th minute. Hair tie out, hair flowing. I mean,
he thought the game was over.
He thought the game was over, and he was like, "Yo, I'm getting this last minute chance to break the record against Arsenal."
Jokes.
I mean. It's written in the stars. It was a perfect ending to the game. Salah, get in the mud. You never deserved that record.
Listen, I think City had his day. The title is officially gone.
It's done, though.
Manchester City, congratulations.
Appreciate it.
I mean, there's nothing else to say. Arsenal fans, you guys were probably going to say, you guys were reaching for top 4, but this was a bottle job.
It's a bottle job.
Beyond proportion.
4 games in a row, dropped points. I mean,
it's horrible. Like, you can't come back from that. You just say GG's, walk away. You'll learn next year. Maybe you guys have a chance at top 4 again. I don't know.
But at the end of the day, I've been saying it since August. Since August, I've been saying that we will win the league. And I was never worried for not 1 second. No matter how far ahead Arsenal were, I was never worried. I knew we were going to win the league. I knew Arsenal weren't going to be able to handle it. And I'm yet again right.
So there you guys have it. That is our recap of the Arsenal versus Manchester City game. Tactical masterclass by Pep Guardiola. Manchester City, enjoy your 7th Premier League. And is the treble still alive?
Stay tuned.